The United Nations building in New York stood tall that morning, its glass shimmering in the autumn sun, reflecting the restless energy of diplomats, translators, and leaders moving through its halls. Inside, reporters shuffled their notes, cameras clicked, and security guards murmured into their earpieces. A sense of expectation hung in the air. Donald Trump, former President of the United States, was scheduled to give a highly anticipated speech. The crowd waited, some with curiosity, some with skepticism, some with genuine excitement. The world's eyes were on him, once again. But fate has a way of humbling even the most powerful. As Trump stepped toward the escalator that would carry him down to the main stage, the machine jolted once, shuddered, and then stopped completely. A murmur of confusion rippled through the crowd. He froze for a moment, caught off guard. The silence turned into laughter, soft at first, then louder, echoing through the hall. He took the stairs instead, his jaw tight, his expression a mask of control. But inside, a storm was brewing. When he finally reached the podium, the teleprompter flickered to life, and then, just as quickly, went dark. Blank. No script, no guiding words, nothing but the expectant eyes of hundreds of people staring back at him. His throat tightened. His palms grew warm. For a man known for his confidence, for commanding stages across the globe, this was a nightmare unraveling in real time. He stumbled through his opening, searching for words, struggling to maintain composure. Cameras captured every pause, every misplaced phrase, every sigh. For the late-night comedians, it was perfect material. For the press, it was a headline waiting to be written. By the end of the day, the world was laughing. Headlines read, "Trump cries sabotage after escalator and teleprompter fail." Clips went viral. Memes flooded the internet. On The Tonight Show, the host delivered punchlines with effortless humor, and audiences roared. But beneath the laughter, behind the caricature, was a man who had stumbled. A man who, despite his wealth, his power, and his fame, had experienced something universally human, the sting of humiliation. That night, alone in his suite, Trump sat by the window, the city lights glittering below. The television replayed his falter again and again. He muted it, but the silence was worse. He leaned back in his chair, shoulders heavy. For the first time in years, he felt small. Not as a politician, not as a businessman, but simply as a person, vulnerable, fragile, painfully aware of how quickly the world turns someone into a joke. And it was in that moment of quiet, in that space between pride and despair, that something unexpected began to take shape.